was their particular goal in trying to, look at teenagers versus their parents and their attitudes in this case?
Yeah, so there's a couple of things that we were hoping to accomplish. One is inside of a family unit, the decision of one person inside of a household has an effect on others. So if one person believes that they're going to use this app and they start using it, other family members are generally together when they go out, when they do things. So it has a cascading influence, even if not everyone has decided they're going to use this. We also were curious if one person deciding it and having attitudes towards it, if their beliefs and how they thought about things was shared throughout the family, or if this actually created some sort of a tension in the midst of, what was a chaotic situation in the world. Did these differences in how we were going to share information about ourselves individually create additional tensions within the family?
So, Rob, these concerns that you reported on, I assume they were all throughout the United States?
Yeah, so we collected data very specifically across the entire United States. We had respondents from almost every state in the country, and ultimately from every region. We weren't able to get guaranteed from every state with the data we collected, but we had every region covered fairly equally, fairly equal percentages. And we didn't find a whole lot of difference across the country. That we tried to break it down by states that maybe were more right-leaning versus left-leaning. How could we try to parse these regions into things? Because we didn't have enough in each of them. I think we had some power issues where we couldn't detect stuff if it was there, because we had 2 or 3 in each state. So we didn't necessarily have enough data to get to that level of granularity. But interestingly, we did find that from a familiarity perspective, which is a big aspect of getting people to use the app, is they have to be aware of it, they have to be familiar with it, is that men were oftentimes more familiar with this than women were. And also that people, the Caucasians, were more familiar with it than people were of color. And part of the news narrative was we were not as a society doing a good job of ensuring that the knowledge of how to prevent and protect yourself from COVID-19 was getting into every aspect of society. And so our data did reveal that, from a familiarity perspective, that there were certain populations that were not receiving the information, or at least feeling like they'd received the information that we had been trying to do from a governmental level.